Question for you. Do you know your calcium score, and why is it important that you do? Here to explain more is Hartford HealthCare's Dr. Jeffrey Berman, Chair of Cardiology at St. Vincent's Medical Center. Doctor, thank you for your time. Good morning.
Good morning, Alyssa. Thank you.
Of course. So let's start with a really simple question. I understand that calcium is a mineral, but a lot of people may think they know what it is. But let's hear it from you. What really is calcium? Why is it important?
Well, calcium is a mineral, and it's important in this context because it gets deposited in the blood vessels of the heart when there's plaque there. And the thing about calcium is we can see it on a CAT scan. So it's a marker that allows us to see whether an individual has any plaque developing in their heart arteries long before they have any symptoms of heart artery disease.
Very interesting. And we talk about knowing your numbers. I, for one, do not know my calcium score. How does one know their calcium score? What is a good score? What's a bad score?
Yeah, so the calcium score is determined by a CAT scan of the heart, and we just get a number, and it ends up that we've just done our 10,000th calcium score in our program at St. Vincent's, and about 48% of people have a score of 0, which is the best score, to see that there's no sign of plaque. And along with that is a very low risk of having a heart event, either a heart attack or some other cardiac symptoms. It can even be sudden death. So there's a very low risk of that with a score of 0. And then it goes up from there, and any score over about 400 is considered high risk. And I've seen scores up as high as 6,000, 7,000.
Wow.
But yeah, so again, about 48% of people have a 0 in the ones that we've tested, and about 5% or so have scores that are in the high risk category, over 400.
Very, very interesting, and congratulations on those 10,000 people and counting. Now, you may have answered this a little bit for me, Dr. Berman here, but explain more so how it's measured.
Yeah, so it's actually measured just from a CAT scan, and there's a very simple measurement made of how much calcium is seen on that CAT scan of the heart, and just one number comes out of that. And the reason it's important is people don't know that they have a heart artery problem, and this alerts us very early that there is an issue going on in the heart, and allows us to treat people long before we would, because we know that they need treatment.
Very, very interesting. Dr. Berman, thank you so much for joining us. And of course, thank you for the work that you do.